जय जय श्री राधे। सब वैष्णव को जय श्री कृष्ण। आज के आनंद की जय हो। Jai Shri Radhe. Continuing with our readings of the 252 Vaishnava disciples' biographies. And today is day 215 and Varta 216. The story of a Balai couple from Gujarat. Jai Shri Radhe. Prakash. These are devotees of Tamsi disposition. In the eternal Leela, their names are Shuri, the husband, and Puri, the wife. They manifest from Gulabi and are thus personifications of her divine loving sentiment. Part 1. These two Balais, forest dweller Bhil, lived in a district of Gujarat. Once, when Sri Gosaiji was travelling to Dwarkaji, he lost his way and arrived at the outskirts of a village inhabited by a foreign invader of another religion. At that time, this Balai was on his way to a village of landowners to sort out some business. Some of the Vaishnavas who were accompanying Sri Gosaiji asked him, "We want to get to so-and-so village. Is this the right way?" The Balai replied, The way to that village is far behind. You have taken the wrong path. Where did you come from to get here? There are lots of tribal people gathered at the bottom of this hill. Their village is nearby. Please follow me and come quickly, otherwise the thieves will see you and loot you all. Thank goodness they have not espied you and that you have met up with me, or else you would have got stuck up in their village. This is divine intervention. Come on, let's move fast. The Balai went on in front, and Sri Gosaiji and the Vaishnavas followed him as fast as they could. Not too long after, they all came to the right road, which the Balai pointed out to them. They asked him, "Where do you live?" He told them and asked them where they would go from there. The Vaishnavas replied, "We will go to Bhaduchara and from there to Vraj." The Balai told them that his home village was on that very same road. The Vaishnavas asked him, "Why don't you come along with us then? We shall feed you along the way. Please do accompany us." The Balai agreed. "You might get lost again, and there are many thugs and thieves along the way. I am the head man of this area, and I shall make sure you are safe." Thus the Balai travelled with them. They reached a camp. Sri Gosaiji cooked, offered the preparations to the Lord, and then partook of prasad. He then fed all the Vaishnavas with Mahaprasad, which they readily accepted. They gave what was left over to the Balai. He ate it up and at that moment was enlightened, and he had the vision of Sri Gosaiji as the son of Nanda. They all went into the village to sleep and returned to the camp in the morning. They travelled on and the Balai kept his sight on Sri Gosaiji all along the way. They moved on and soon came to the Balai's home village. He supplicated Sri Gosaiji, "O Maharaj, my home is in this village. Please set up camp in this village today, and I promise I will travel with you to Vraj in the morning. I shall never ask anything of anybody, but will eat the prasadi leftovers of your devotees. I shall walk all the way to Vraj with you. I am a landlord in this area and I know all the correct routes. The thieves in this district are infamous, and there are many foreign invaders of another faith around here. Please do not travel alone. Anyway, I would find it very difficult to no longer be able to see you every day. I shall purchase some supplies for my wife, and then tomorrow early I shall set off with you. You are the Lord himself. Therefore please heed my plea." The other Vaishnavas said to Sri Gosaiji, "O Maharaj Adi Raj, please heed what he says and do agree to stay here the night. It will be okay. There is a lovely garden near here and you can rest there." The Balai went home and told his wife, "The sweet Lord Sri Krishna has come to our village. He is staying in the garden. I wish to go with him to Vraj." The couple had some gold jewellery which they sold, and he left that money with his wife for her expenses. The couple then came into the garden. The Vaishnavas had just that moment finished partaking of Mahaprasad. They gave the leftovers to the Balai, and he and his wife both partook. As soon as his wife ate some of it, she had the holy sight of the lad Krishna. That evening the couple sat to listen to the divine discourses and the singing of the Lord's praises and felt very happy. They slept there itself. In the morning, Sri Gosaiji performed his daily ablutions and his Sandhya prayers, and then mounted his horse ready to leave. The Balai discussed everything with his wife and then set off with Sri Gosaiji. The wife stood in the road for as long as she could. As long as she could still see Sri Gosaiji. When he got out of sight, she fainted and fell to the ground. Some people walking that path saw her and went to tell her husband that she was lying on the ground. Maybe she was dead. They told him to go back and find out. The Balai supplicated Sri Gosaiji, "O Maharaj, please stop here for a tiny little while." Sri Gosaiji halted and the Balai ran back to his wife. He looked after her carefully, washed her eyes with water and said to her, "What happened to you?" She replied, "Now I cannot remain without the sight of Sri Gosaiji." He said to her, "Go quickly, he is waiting on the road. You go with him. I will sort everything out at home and leave someone in charge there, and then I shall catch up with you at the next campsite." After this, the Balai couple travelled together with Sri Gosaiji and lived by eating the prasadi leftovers of the Vaishnavas and staying at the campsites. Many days passed before Sri Gosaiji arrived back at Gokul. Sri Gosaiji sat in a boat to cross over to Gokul. He went to sit in his bed. The Balai couple were both struck with the fever of separation and remained lying on the ground at Sri Thakurani Ghat. Their pangs became intense. A light like fire exited from their mouths, and eyes and smoke came out of their bodies. Their eyes closed, and an aroma wafted out of their mouths. At that time, a Vaishnava was bathing in that very place. He witnessed everything. When he had finished bathing, he went to Sri Gosaiji's bed and reported everything that he had seen. O Maharaja Adiraj, that husband and wife are about to give up their life force. They will be dead in a couple of hours. Sri Gosaiji heard all this, and since he is so compassionate and knows everything about the embodied divine souls, he arrived on Sri Thakurani Ghat straight away. He sent everyone else to a distance and then got the couple to touch his feet. They both regained consciousness and got up and stood before Sri Gosaiji and their hands folded in supplication. He asked them, "What is the matter?" The Balai and his wife spoke up. "O Maharaja Adiraj, we cannot live without seeing you. This is what has become of us. You have blessed us with the vision of your divine form. Now please do with us as you see fit. What else can such trivial beings as ourselves ask for? We do not know what is best for us. We do know, however, that you are the only support for our very life force, and you alone are the witness of our very souls. Obviously, our worldly relatives or their opinions are fit only to be abandoned. We have no idea of what we should really do. We are just embodied souls who have come from a low birth and are thus not intelligent. Please do as you feel fit for us. However, we are unable to tolerate separation from you. We are like fish without water. We shall do whatever you bless us and tell us to do. Please arrange it so that we never have any refuge other than your lotus feet." Sri Gosaiji was very happy to hear the Balai's words. He instructed, "I have one thing to tell you. You should do as I say. It is difficult for divine souls to live in this material world here, because no one truly understands how to behave in a spiritual manner. You are Vaishnavas, and so your vision is directed towards the divine realm. You, husband and wife, both belong to me. We should find a way out so that you are not the object of criticism in this material world. There is no doubt about this, because your relatives, to whom your relationship is only on a physical level, are all of low consciousness. There is a mountain on the other side of Antaraved Kurukshetra. In that mountain there is one very lovely cave. Nearby there is a lovely forest in which there are many lovely flowers and fruits. There is a lovely waterfall close to the cave. It is a place of great bliss. You should both go to live there, and I will let you have my sight every day. You will be very happy. I will give you my prasadi sandals and upper garment. You should make seva to them every day. Go out to the forest and fetch sweet, ripe fruits and wash and offer them to the sandals while taking the Lord's name. Afterwards, accept back the fruits as Mahaprasad, and in this way you will keep your body healthy and nourished and survive nicely. Whenever you feel the pangs of separation from me, you should meditate on the sandals, and you will see me within them. I will daily come to grant you my vision. Then you should discuss the Lord's pastimes and chant the Lord's holy names. So now you should go. Have no fear of tigers, lions, snakes, or any other creatures." Bhav Prakash. Why? Because Sri Vallabhacharya-ji, Mahaprabhuji's form, is that of fire. When you recall him through your mantra, he becomes established in your heart, and such creatures will run away from you as soon as they catch sight of you. So we're pausing the Varta for today and continue tomorrow. Aaj ke Anand ki Jai Ho ji. Sab Vaishnavan ko sa prem, sa Anand, sa Denya and Sadar. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Radhe Ji.